Well, hi Leos! Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It is time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's just get started. Let's find out what can Leos expect to come up in your lives. Any advice is always welcome. What can Leos expect coming up in their lives? Be straight. Go ahead. For Leos. The King and Queen of Swords. Okay, let's see what we got here. I know we have for the first part. Let's see. For Leos, I put them down in the same order that they come out of the deck. Oh my gosh. You have been going through a spiritual lesson, Leos. You're wondering what's been happening. That is it for Leos. And there you are as the Queen of Wands. I have one extra card and I will read it. So the overall energy, Leos, is the Five of Swords. You are picking up swords of truth and clarity. And you're looking back at a couple of energies fading off into the distance. Now let's read on. Let's find out why this Five of Swords is surrounding your entire reading. Up here in your highest energy is the Five of Wands. Anxiety, stress, confusion. This is mental stress. This is stuff that you're battling with in your mind. Well, you're getting the clarity. You're picking up your swords of truth and clarity. So you're going to be letting some of these energies just fade off into the distance. Next to the Five of Wands is the Nine of Swords. Yeah, this truth and clarity is a little difficult to handle, whatever it is. These are swords of truth and clarity, of course. That's what they're about. And conversation sometimes. But this is you spending time alone. And in your time alone, these thoughts keep going through and through and through your mind. And it's like, oh, heck, it could be anything like, why didn't I see it? How could they do this to me? Whatever it might be. But this is allowing you to release these other energies by getting this truth and this clarity. You've been in a spiritual lesson. Now, if you're wondering why me or whatever it might be, you've been in a spiritual lesson. Your guardian angels and spirit guides, they have been blowing that horn down on you to get you to awaken to some type of spiritual lesson. Sometimes I can see what that is. I don't know if I will. I'll see if I can tell you what that is in this reading. But you, if this is your reading, because these are general readings, they won't resonate with everyone, would know probably because you are awakening to a spiritual lesson. Now, if this reading does not resonate with you, you can check your moon sign, which is your private emotional self, or you can get a private reading from somebody that you trust. You can check your rising sign, which is your ascendant sign too. But we have the Lovers. The Lovers. Man, this is a soulmate. Very strong soulmate. You might have been lovers in another life. It's right next to the overall energy of the Five of Swords. I think this is one of the energies that you're letting go, and there might have been someone else attached to this person. So your guardian angels and spirit guides are here again, and there was a reason that they brought you together to begin with, and that was to learn a spiritual lesson, and you're doing it. And you're usually rewarded by the universe once you learn a spiritual lesson. So let's read on. I have the Page of Swords right next to the Five of Swords and under the Judgment card. Yeah, you're learning how to put your sword up. You're learning how to look out for yourself and, pay attention to red flags and green flags and just kind of being more aware of what's going on around you, what's being said and done. That is right under your Judgment card. So, that's part of what you're learning in this spiritual lesson. I have the Justice card right under the Lovers. This is the card for Libra. So Libra might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But there you are with your sword up. And your scales, you're getting rebalanced. You're coming out of this Five of Wands and this Nine of Swords energy. And you're just going to go forth. This is self-justice is what it is. And it's right under that Lover's card. So you do need to heal from it. You are getting it together. You're figuring out your lesson. And you're getting ready to move forward. I have the Six of Wands right next to the Justice card and right under the Five of Swords. Now, this is a card for success in love. I think there's somebody coming. I think your reward's starting to show up here in this reading. Or you were maybe engaged to this other person. I just don't feel like most of you. I feel like most of you, this is someone else coming in because these energies are fading away. And whoever, there was something or someone attached to them that is also fading off. So success in love, all these wands coming up in the background are people who are celebrating your success in love. Maybe that's in loving yourself. Maybe that's in doing what you have to do for you to be your happiest. I have the Queen of Wands right next to the Six of Wands and under the Page of Swords. This is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This is you, Leo. And one of those might be strong in somebody else's chart too. But you're holding on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings here. Very mature-minded energy. You're a very passionate person with this card. This is the most passionate card in the deck. Yeah, you have to be careful where you let your passions take you. Very passionate people find themselves in trouble a lot because they get overly excited or whatever, no matter what it is. It could be work, it could be gardens, it can be animals, it can be other people, love relationships. So maybe this is something that you're learning how to control, is your passions. So, ready to move forward though with that staff. You're ready. So the story continues. Let's find out what else is happening for you Leos. What else do you need to know? Leos. That King and Queen right next to each other. Oh gosh. Okay. So the Ten of Swords. This is the end of the pain and the suffering. I just thought, because you're learning your judgment. You're learning your spiritual lesson. So all those swords of truth and clarity that surrounds this entire reading is helping you to leave this other energy that is so torturous for your mind and your body. So you're going to be leaving it. The end of the pain, the end of the suffering. I have the Moon right next to the Ten of Swords. The Moon is the card for Pisces. So Pisces might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But the energy of the Moon, this is hidden things to be revealed or night turning to day. It's like things are changing. It's like secrets revealed. Something's going to come to light here that you didn't know before that's going to help you learn more, to collect more swords, to put an end to this pain and suffering. I have the Ten of Pentacles. This is what you wanted, but you know what? Whoever's fading off, they might have been in a committed relationship for some of you with this card right next to the Moon. It's like, surprise, something you didn't know. Well, this is also what you want, okay? Union between two people, extended family, pets. There's a child tucked down here in the card. It's like a family-oriented, secure, stable, solid, committed relationship. That's what you want right there. But this other person may have been attached to someone else. The Hangman under the Ten of Swords and next to the Page of Swords. Yeah, you've gone in deep. You haven't really been moving any direction, just kind of hanging out. It's like that Hangman. But you've been enlightened under that Ten of Swords, all those swords of truth and clarity. So you're getting it. You're seeing what's happened. You're understanding what's happened. And this is helping you to move forward with your sword up, which is great. Keep your sword up. Always keep your sword up. Because if you don't let your guard down totally ever. I've got the Three of Wands here next to the Hangman and under the Moon. So there you are, moving forward, holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings here, and looking out over the world. There's 3 ships out there. Can you see them? So we got 1, 2, 3 ships. And you're now ready to wait and look for your ship to come in. But this is under the moon. So it might be that your actual ship will be coming in. That could be the surprise. And it could lead to the 10 of Pentacles. I have the Star card here right next to the 3 of Wands. This is the card for Aquarius. Aquarius might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. You have done this deep spiritual healing. You really have. You've seen your own reflection in that pool of water, and you've remembered, the bare essence of who you are, what you want, what you don't want, what your desires are in life. You're healing to become yourself right down to your bare bones. So then we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords right next to the the Queen of Wands and under the Hangman. This is air, okay? Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. But this is still you, more mature energy. This is really getting settled in your energy. You're going forth, you're keeping your passion, but you're controlling it. You've got your sword up. And so you're seeking the truth and you're seeking the clarity as you move forward because you've learned. You've been enlightened. I have the Queen of Swords next to the King of Swords. Now, what this tells me, the Queen of Swords is under the 3 of Wands waiting for your ship to come in. There's a soulmate coming in. And your relationship here will be based upon truth and clarity and conversation. It's like you'll be able to talk to all hours of the night. You will be so honest with each other. So, and this is back and forth communication. You're going to move forward together. I got the Chariot right next to the Queen of Swords. And it will end up where you'll be talking about how to move forward together. So maybe, perhaps, this success in love is because this soulmate is coming in. You may end up with that 10 of Pentacles after all. So I have the Chariot, the card for Cancer. Cancer could be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But this is all about moving forward. And if those reins to these sphinxes are whipped or snapped, those sphinxes can get up and they can book pretty fast. So it might be in your pretty near future. I have the Ace of Wands as the extra card that came out. Wow, just blossoming and blooming, this wand of fresh starts and new beginnings. Everything seems so dim and so disappointing until you start picking up all these swords of truth and clarity, and you start to move forward and move on, and you've learned your spiritual lesson, and see, they're rewarding you. They usually do for learning your spiritual lesson. Let me take out a angel card for you. Let's find out what your guardian angels have to say about this reading, if it's your reading. Okay, we're there. Let's pull a card for Leos. Find out what else it is that you need to know. Okay, Leos. It's the card of inner strength. It's card number 1. You have great courage and kindness. You do not realize how strong and powerful you are, but there's no problem you can't solve. The compassion you so freely give to others must also be given to yourself. That is your spiritual lesson. Stand strong in your convictions if the right answer to tell someone is no. That's another spiritual lesson. Learning how to say no. So, this is your reading, Leos, and thank you so much for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.